dogs are just like standing, just wagging their tails, staring at me. That's a lot of pressure. Hi, beautiful friends. What's up? How are you today? So today, I'm a beauty guru, which you know what that means. Makeup. I don't know if I thought I had something smart to say because I didn't. Before we get started, I just want to show you 2 things that I recently purchased that have made my life significantly more joy-filled. If you don't care, just like tap the screen on the right just a couple times and then you get to the part where I actually start embarrassing myself, because I will be telling embarrassing stories as well. Now, I don't know if you know this. You probably don't, because I've never said it before on this channel. I am a Hufflepuff. I wanted that to be like cool. I am a Hufflepuff. I got a Hufflepuff Snuggie. This is what it looks like. Ooh, I might keep it on this whole time. I don't know, you know, right now I'm honestly feeling a little chilly because it's pretty cold outside, so I think I might keep it on. How do I look in it? I don't know how I can verbally express my happiness. Bitch! I got a Book of Shadows! The complete Charmed series. But I have to show you what it looks like. Okay. That is the exact writing. Like, this is the exact freaking book. Like, this is exactly how it looks in the show. They added that while also giving the discs. So they took Charmed off Netflix, so I was like, okay, well, one day I'm gonna have to freaking get the full series. And I did, and I got it like this, and I didn't even know this was available until I started looking. The fuck? It's the coolest thing I've ever seen in my life. Okay, this is actually gonna get a little bit, you know, too much sensory overload. First, I'm gonna do my moisturizer. Gotta get that base on. I used to want to be a beauty guru. That's what I wanted to do. I used to want to make makeup videos because I mean, I had a channel and I started posting makeup videos on it or whatever. I mean, I've done it like 3 times. I've tried to start YouTube like 3 times before this time or whatever. It's for the best. It's for the best. Still, part of me is like, I want to do makeup videos. I want to like do my makeup. So I'm just gonna start doing that because I can like do whatever I want. Because it's my channel. I had this empty Becca highlight, so I took out all of the remaining highlights that were in a highlighting palette that I had earlier. I don't know if you can see, it doesn't really matter. I just like pressed it with like whatever I could find around me, but it was like making a mess. It was all chewed up, it was gross. A bunch of my stuff is like not cute. I used to live out of bags going from house to house because my parents were divorced. So I kind of like just kept my shit in like a couple bags, and just because I had like, you know. So now that I'm staying in one place, I've decided to settle and try to relax mentally for the first time. I don't know what it is. Like, I feel like I can't just feel settled in a place. I want to feel settled. Like, there's no reason why I shouldn't feel like I can be settled right now. You know what I mean? So I have anxiety. I'm kind of scared of everything. I'll be doing something and be scared of like what I'm doing, like getting gas or doing anything out in public, especially. I'm scared in my own home. I'm constantly ready for attack. Like, it is crazy. I don't know why I'm like this. I've always been like this. Basically, I'm scared of everything. Me and my friend decide to go into a little tiny shop and go and look around and just, you know, enjoy a day. Enjoy our free day. I had just graduated high school. I'm terrified of running into anyone that I went to high school with that I'm not like actually friends with. And there's like a very tiny amount of people that I'm actively like friends with. And I say actively friends like as people that I like actually talk to on a daily. If that. I go a lot of days without talking to anybody, but that's just me, myself, and I's problems. So like in my mind at this time, still, honestly, if I were to see people that I knew in public, I would try to run for the hills as fast as I can. Run so fast. I'm gonna try to do my makeup well while I talk, but I am so bad at doing that, so there might be cuts where I just like have like something else on, you know, but it's, you don't care. Okay, so we get to the little shop, you know, we're like having a good old time, laughing it up, living life. I open the door and I instantly, this happened within the span of like 3 seconds. I opened the door and there were 2 guys looking like our age. I go, it's them, and I slam it and I run. Meanwhile, the friend that I was with was literally like, what the fuck? I ran back to my car. So we're driving away because I left. And as we're driving away, I get a text on my phone. I check and I'm like, oh, it's a guy that I went to school with that works at the shop. See, I already knew that. So you know what that means? They saw me. See, I thought that the windows, because on the outside they were covered with a bunch of posters and stuff, that they couldn't see us, but apparently on the inside, you can see through the posters to the outside. I didn't know that. If I would have known that, maybe I would have done things a little differently, but they full on saw me freak out and run away. That was embarrassing. But you know what I did? I went back, bitch, because he was like, come back. He's like, they're gone. I was like, all right, we're coming back. We go back to the shop and I tell him, I was like, sorry about that. And he's like the most easygoing, sweet person in the world, so he didn't care. That was awkward. And the thing is, I don't even know who those two guys were. They just looked vaguely familiar, and the thought of them being the people that I thought they might be freaked me out. And I was like, I don't want to see those people. So I ran. All right, so that one's like not that bad though, honestly. It's just like a little embarrassing, but it's not too bad. The next one, next story. This happened, I want to say, like, it was like a year ago maybe. I was living in a different city at the time where my mom was living. I also was still kind of going back and forth from my mom's city to my dad's city. Oh my god, my freaking hand is all disgusting. I got like eyeliner on it. Ugh. So I was going back and forth from my mom's city to my dad's city. And I use like these type of bags to carry my clothes in. I need to get a backpack. I am just lacking constantly. I use my grocery bags for like everything. So sometimes things fall out, especially like the small things, you know? And so later after I have like unloaded my stuff, I'll find something in my car that fell out and my lazy ass will just shove it in the glove box or something. So I go to get an oil change and an inspection on my car, but I go through this drive-through one. And the guy that is doing it, I love him. I've seen him before and he's done an oil change on my car the other time that I went to that exact place, which already is terrifying to me because there's something weird to me about like repeating at businesses and seeing like the same person. I feel like there's some sort of pressure, like I feel like there's pressure that comes with it and it makes me nervous. So when I saw him, I was like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. And the last time we had like hit it off. We were like laughing and talking, like we would totally be friends. I don't know, but it was still fine and he was super chill, whatever. Probably like an Aquarius. I think he's Aquarius. So yeah, our conversation was good. We were making jokes, cracking it up, and he said he needed to check some vent that was like behind the glove box. So he opens the glove box and boom, guess what falls out? My underwear. I grabbed that shit so fast. They were clean. There's nothing gross, but he doesn't know that. So I don't know what he was thinking. I have no idea. He definitely saw them though, because he made a comment after, trying to make me feel better probably for that embarrassing ass moment. He made a comment about how people have had like guns in there and he's like, whoa, you know what I mean? Like whatever. And so like we had a little laugh about that. Totally fucking, I did not acknowledge it at all for the sake that maybe he didn't know what it was, but he just knew that I didn't want him to see it. But I think he knew what it was. It was very obvious. I died inside for a little while after that because I was just like, what are the odds? What are the odds? Oh! God, this one's not like embarrassing, but it's kind of like, JC, what the fuck are you doing? So when I was little, one time I had to take my dog out. My dog needed to go outside, right? He needed to go to the bathroom. I couldn't open the back door. Like the doorknob was stuck. I was like, this has never been a problem before. And so my brain was like, you know, I could pick up this like 5-pound little chihuahua and I could bring her around to like the backyard. But no, I think I'm gonna go get tools and just take the whole doorknob off. That ought to be good. So I did that. Took off the whole doorknob and I opened the door and I let my dog out. When I say that out loud, it's a little bit, it's like, what are you, I don't know. Things like that have always interested me though. Building and like learning how things work and da-da-da-da-da. And so I guess there was like probably a part of me that was like, oh my god, now's my chance. Now's my chance to see what's inside a doorknob. I'm gonna go explore a new planet doorknob. And it has not been the only time that a doorknob has found its way not on the door with me around. This is a different house, by the way. I opened the garage door and the doorknob just fell out in my hand. And I was like, what are the odds? Like I swear, things just break around me. They just break. And so I had to try and figure out how to put it back on. One time I shaved my widow's peak, little tiny, like I don't even know why, but for some reason I was like, I'm insecure about this right now. I want it gone. So I shaved that shit. So when the hair started to grow back, I had to twist it. I had to put little bobby pins right there so it didn't look like little like mini bangs. It looked like tiny little bangs. I was like, why did I do that? Why do we do the things we do? I don't know. When I was thinking of stories to tell for this video, I was like, I remembered this one that I'm about to tell, and I was genuinely more embarrassed remembering it than I was when it actually happened. And now that I look back, I'm like, JC, you should have been so embarrassed. So when I was in middle school, I want to say this was 8th grade, because that's actually when boys showed any interest in me at all. So I, though, was not ready for them to show me interest. But I did have crushes. Crushes that I would never take anywhere further than a crush inside my head, because anytime they would start to like me back, I would run. I would be like, ew, never mind, ew, I can't do this. So I like would always have a crush on the people that were like the attractive, like jockey, like unattainable. I thought, oh, how tables turn. So this person was my crush at the time, right? And I had the biggest crush. I was like, I have such a crush on this guy, whatever. I liked him for so long. I was like, oh. And he texted me. And I was like, oh my god, he texted me, what? And so obviously, like, I screenshotted the text to send it to my bestie at the time. We all did it, okay? Some still do, okay? No shame in it. It means they're excited about the person they're texting, and that's adorable. My skin does not look good. See, I knew this wasn't gonna go well. It never goes well when I film because I rush. I will get better at this. And I'm gonna keep doing these makeup videos where I talk about whatever the hell I'm gonna talk about, and I will get better. Mark my words. I will get better. Maybe I should zoom you in, but I don't know if you want that. So I'm not gonna do it to you. I send this screenshot, right? And I realize I never left the conversation that I was already in with the guy. So I sent the screenshot to him. I guess my brain was just moving a little too fast or something. And I was like thinking I already had done some steps in the process that I hadn't. I don't know. My angels weren't with me that day. Like, I don't know what was up. Yeah, I made that rookie mistake. And instead of running and hiding out of embarrassment, I decided just gonna gaslight this bitch. I was like, what? I was like, whoa, did you do that? I'm serious. I'm being serious. I was like, I don't know how my phone glitched. Like, okay, that was weird. And we just moved on with the conversation. And in my mind, I was like, yes, saved it. No, you didn't. You did not save it. That was JC, sit down. We need to have a talk. I think I just like went into like fight or flight mode, and I just like fought that shit off real quick. It was just like, we're never gonna talk about it again. I just like pushed it down so far, so fast, because I was like, how am I gonna survive this day if I keep dwelling on that? But anyways, yeah, that was freaking embarrassing. And when I looked back at it, I was like, JC, I really thought, I was like, whatever. That's embarrassing. One time I was like first or second grade, I don't know. I want to say it was first grade. So this dude actually, for a random tidbit, had the same birthday as me. It was like, we were birthday buddies. We were in the lunch line, and I don't know how this came up into conversation, but we like brought up slapping or something. And I think he was like, I would slap you right now or something like that. And I was like, bitch, bet. You know, I didn't say that because I was like in first, second grade. But if I did, that would have been hilarious. I wish I would have cussed as a child. That's hilarious. My mom would have murdered me, but I shouldn't have cared as much as I did. You know what I mean? I don't exactly know how it happened, but next thing I know, the bitch slapped me. He slapped me with his bitty might. He slapped me in the lunch line. And nobody saw? I was like, whoa, nobody saw. That's crazy. And I guess he expected me to slap him next, but I just am so not like I can't knowingly physically hurt someone. Hopefully, if in the circumstance that I have to defend myself for my life, I'll be able to. I hope so. But it's like, I just cannot. I've never been like that personally. I don't know. I'm really good with my words, and I just don't even want to. I don't want to get hurt, okay? You know, I was in a lot of accidents as a child, so I'd rather just be a safe adult. Because also in the back of my mind, I was like, I know if I slap his ass, they're going to see me slap him, and they didn't see him slap me, and if I say he slapped me, they're just going to get mad at me. I just didn't want to get in trouble. I never, ever got in trouble. I hate that confrontation. And looking back, though, I should have slapped the shit out of him. I'm so mad at myself. So the reason why this is in this video is because I'm embarrassed of myself for not slapping the fucking bitch. You don't slap? No, not in the lunch line. Don't ruin lunch for me. My birthday buddy? Really? My birthday buddy slapped me? Fucked up. We share a birthday, bitch. Shouldn't have done that shit. I just had to laugh it off. Because they already made fun of girls for existing. Okay, so imagine if I gave them an inch. No, bitch, I had to take that slap. And I had to just move on with my day. I mean, as much as I wish I would I have been able to? Obviously not, I didn't. But I do wonder what it would be like to punch someone in the face. Like, I want to know how that would feel. You know? On the plane ride back from Connecticut, when I had my New York vlog, I hate flying. And so on the way there, I was having a little anxiety, but I was okay. You know, overall, I was okay. But before we flew back, when we were in our hotel room one night, my dad put on this movie about a plane crash. Why would you, Dad, really? He knows I'm scared of everything, and my mind always goes to the worst case scenario. So Brian, shame on you. But anyways, he put on this movie about a plane that crashed, and the pilot was like a drunk or whatever, but that's not even why the plane crashed. The plane crashed because one screw was eroded. Like one screw was like fucked up. So, what? That's a thing? Oh no. So then we're on our second plane. The first one was all right, but then after this, I started to get really anxious. Airports give me so much anxiety. I hate airports. I hate airports so much I could cry. I'd rather drive. As crazy to some people that sounds, like I would rather drive for like hours and hours and hours and hours. I'm sure one day I'll have to go on a plane again, and I'll hate it. I'm gonna need a fucking Xanax, dude. So I'm on this plane, right? It starts storming really bad. It's like raining. It's dark, thundery. I could see lightning out the window, so I closed the motherfucking. I could not watch that shit. It just started. The plane starts shaking because it's like windy as fuck because we're driving through a storm. That was freaking me out, but I was like, JC, it's okay. Things like this happen. Normal, right? It's not like down. And then all of a sudden, over the intercom, we've hit like a bit of a storm. Landing is gonna be delayed a little bit. We need everybody to please open their windows all the way. Bitch, what? We're gonna crash. That's the first thing I thought. I don't know how everyone wasn't like freaking out. I was freaking out, like internally. But I was like, I don't want to open my window. I don't want to open it. So I opened that bitch because obviously people tell me I'm supposed to do, I'm gonna fucking do it, right? I'm a little rule follower. I was at the window seat, by the way, so there was no escaping that. Instantly I'm thinking that must be some sort of fucking procedure when they think we might crash. You know, that's gotta be something. Why? I don't get it. I don't know. I'm not educated. I don't even want to know. I'm scared. And they said it super calmly, and I know that they're gonna do that, obviously, because we're up in the air, we're in a confined space to keep everyone calm. They would never actually tell you if we're gonna crash. You would just know, but like they're not gonna tell you we may crash, so chill out and enjoy the flight. So I was just like thinking worst case scenario in my head, as I always do. Like my heart was racing fast as shit. There were people next to me. I wasn't sitting next to my dad either, so that was like really fucking shitty at the time because I could have really used his mellow energy. He's a very chill guy. I really could have benefited from it. I even looked over and I tried to get his attention with my energy. I was staring at him and I was hoping that that would get his attention because I wasn't gonna speak up either because that's great. I am looking out my window because I can't help but look out my window. That's why I had closed it, because if I see tragedy, I'm gonna look. It's human nature to want to know what's coming at you. You know, it's like kind of like was like, you know. I look at the wing. I noticed one of the triangle thingies, like the wing, and this is the front of the plane, this is the back of these little triangle thingies or whatever on the wing, like 3 of them. And one of them was shaking. Just one. I was like, wait. What is that? And on that one, I noticed there was not only one missing screw, there was one that was moving. Only one that was moving and one was missing. The other ones were not moving and they were there. But remember the movie? One fucked up screw. So my brain is now completely freaking out. I'm literally like shaking, like trying to breathe, and I'm literally sitting up so straight. I'm like almost having a panic attack. All the circumstances and just the movie and like, how was I not? That was weird. Let's open our windows now for the remainder of the flight. That's never happened to me in a plane, and it didn't happen the 2 other planes that I had taken that day. I was freaking out. I was trying not to because there was a lady next to me, and I got a hint of concern from her for just a second when she kind of noticed I was like kind of freaking out a little bit. But the sad thing is, and it makes me sad, only thing that truly kept me calm in that moment was I was just like, there's no point in freaking out because I have absolutely no control over this plane, which is why I don't like going on planes. I'm a control freak and I don't trust anyone. So yeah, there's nothing I can do. Freaking out would be pointless, and there's just no point. If I'm gonna go down, I'm gonna go down. If I'm not, I'm not. It's not up to me. I was staring at that screw, trying to use my powers to make it not move, and every time it would go reverse, I'd be like, oh, okay, we're going. And then it would go back, and then I was like, no. And then it would go back this way, and I was like, oh my god, okay, we're good. And then it would go back, and no. Yeah. And then, and so we landed, and then it was like storming when we landed. Like the rain was so hard and crazy. I was like, we were in the sky during this? I am so glad we landed. Like a sigh of relief. Ooh, but all I wanted to do was get off that fucking plane, but we had to sit there for like another like 1 or 2 hours because it was storming so bad they couldn't like put out the thing or whatever. So I was like, fuck. So when we finally got off the plane, I burst into tears. Cried my eyes out for a good while. And we had like a couple hours till our next plane. So I had to get on a plane after that. My dad like talked me down and was like super sweet about it or whatever. I was so scared. Like I know you're probably like, but like I was so scared. Like all of that mixed together just was the combination for me freaking out. I freaked out, dude. Freaked out. At least I didn't like make a scene or like actually outwardly freak out. I only was like a little shaky. First time using my Franken highlight. Holy mother. Something I'll never not do is enjoy a fucking highlight, dude. That is what life's about. What can I say? This is the skin of a killer, Bella. Those were my embarrassing ass stories. I'm gonna add glitter. Should I add glitter? I love adding glitter. I love sparkly. I can't not do a little something. Fucking glittering it up. I'm a beauty guru. One time, this girl that used to be my friend, keywords are used to be. She told me, she goes, is your hairline receding? I think your hairline's receding. No, I just think I have a big forehead, which we been knew. Bitch. Sometimes people should shut up. I can't remember a time that I've ever made some kind of fucking snarky ass rude comment about someone's appearance like that. I cannot remember. It's always irked me and made me so upset when people talk about other people's appearance. Like, I don't remember calling the creator and being like, can't wait to be on Earth and look like this. Like, no, I was just born into this fucking body, dude. So shut up. If you don't like the way I laugh, don't say anything. I've had comments about that. I've had one of my friends tell me that I laugh like a hamster. And ever since then, I've started covering my mouth when I laugh. The things people say truly do make a difference. Even if you think it's stupid, and it's like, no, I didn't even mean anything by it. It doesn't matter if you meant anything by it. Don't be saying shit like that about people's appearance. Especially with how they express joy. That's fucked up. I hate people who say shit about others' appearance. It's crazy to me. Like, who cares? Who made you fucking the decider of attractiveness? Nobody. Nobody cares. Why am I getting upset? I'm upset. Oh, I forgot. I need to do my mascara. Oh, how mascara makes a big difference. Makeup in general. That shit makes a difference. Lip time. I got highlight on my Snuggie. This is the kind of person I am. Take it or leave it. See, I hate it fully like on. So then I take this and I wipe all of it away. It leaves a nice stain. I'll put a gloss on. I also hate wearing lipstick because I hate the idea of accidentally getting it on my teeth. Like if I have it on my teeth right now, like I'll cry. I'll cry. Isn't that a thing? Oh, nothing. I got nothing. Fuck it up! Shout out to Chamberlain Coffee. Yeah! Video coming soon. I'm just gonna keep talking because I'm enjoying having fun just talking. So this video is gonna be really long because I just am having a good time. So just get over it. Like just, okay? I'm having fun. All right. This is the Noir collection. Limited edition. But Emma, I just want to say you're not watching this and you probably never will. But I'm so proud! Alright, so I hope you enjoyed this video. My neck popped as I was doing that. Yes! I'm a beauty guru now. Get over it and get used to it. No, I don't know how often I'm gonna do like a makeup video, but I actually have enjoyed it. I've enjoyed it. Why not? Who cares? It's my channel. I can do whatever I want. Thank you for watching. Genuinely, from the bottom of my heart, thank you if you made it this far. First of all, that's like a award to you. But second of all, I just want to say you're awesome and I appreciate you more than you'll ever know, probably. You're awesome and you're awesome and I just want to love. You're awesome. I hope you enjoyed hearing some of my embarrassing ass stories. I know I have so many more that are actually like really embarrassing. Some of those were like embarrassing, some of them were like, just a little bit stupid. I just need to get triggered by things and that's how I'll remember it. I can't like off the top of my head just like remember things. For example, as a vegan, people will ask me, what do you eat? First thing that comes to mind is, I don't know, food. Like I can't. Or if someone's like, what do you need from the store? Bitch, I gotta be there. I don't know what I need. I never know. I'm bad at things like that, you know? So one day I'll do another one of these because it's honestly kind of fun, like laughing at my stupid self. I value you. You are valued. You are important. You are amazing. And you have a place on this earth. Just letting you know. Even though sometimes I feel like I don't know where I'm going, what I'm doing, my place at all. I don't feel like I belong here a lot of the time. If you feel like that, just know, me too. We can feel like we don't belong together. You may know what I mean. I hope you don't know what I mean. But like, sometimes I'm just like, I'm not meant to be here. I don't know what's going on, you know? So we can feel like that together, and we can support each other, and we can exist together and get through these crazy times that is being alive on Earth. It's crazy out here. It's crazy. I just want to keep on being like, you're amazing, you know? Like, I don't know. You're probably like, JC, shut up. I don't care. But like, I do. So get over it. See you in my next one. God, I hope I look okay.